Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. What you see on the screen right now is an artist's interpretation of the face that I made after losing our healer in that last episode. So there's going to be a quick format change to the series. Basically, I'm not going to record everything, all the tedious leveling people back up and then spending 8 episodes walking through each extremely long Courtyard mission, but I am going to make an effort to get all of the significant stuff that happens on camera, and of course, the new bosses. So, speaking of significant stuff, I was going to try to level up a healer so that we could go back into the courtyard, and this happened.
You are not alone in this place. The fanatic is on the prowl.
Did I really not bring any blood? Oh no. I was clicking through because I was like, oh my god, let's just get this stuff over with. Listen. I'm pretty annoyed by... I'm a little frustrated with the game at this point. Okay, so I just didn't bring any blood. Whatever, it'll be fine. We're about to fight this fanatic right here, so... Aw. I was really hoping this would be him. I kind of need him to show up quickly. Whatever, it's gonna be fine. I do really want to see the new stuff. The rest of the cool content. I just think it's a kind of a bad, maybe bad's too strong, but kind of an unfortunate design decision that they elected to lock the actual new content of the bosses behind an extremely long walk through the courtyard, which by the time you're doing it the second time, really doesn't count as new content anymore. It's really kind of a bummer that it, you're fine. It's really kind of a bummer that the gimmick of Courtyard Part 2 is the same as the gimmick of Courtyard Part 1. So you just put one damage on this guy so he'll blight out. I kind of thought that the Courtyard was going to function the same way that the Darkest Dungeon did, where each part has its own weird little gimmick, you know? That was the hope. Things did not quite work out that way. Boy, I sure hope my man-at-arms gets go before the ghoul. Okay, cool. Alright, I think that was enough, right? 5 was what I needed? Yes. To prevent him from having a turn at all. Nice. Unfortunately, bleed is not going to stick on this guy. But we sure can shank him. So, I don't know. This might be an okay crew. Well, I guess we're not very resistant to movement shenanigans, and the fanatic is going to constantly reshuffle us. Okay. Maybe we'll get some blood from this fight. That would be very helpful. Ooh, that's not quite enough damage. Well, if it makes him do the thirst instead of a real attack, that would be good enough, actually.
A faint hope blossoms.
I will say this, with most of my party craving blood, we are absolutely killing it on speed.
Confidence surges as the enemy
The relative safety and control of yellow level missions, you know? So, I believe the Plague Doctor, the Man-at-Arms, and the Vestal are level 4, and the Flagellant is level 3. And we have leveled up skills and leveled up gear, and we're all wearing reasonable trinkets. So I think we have a chance. I think we have a chance of actually doing this, basically, is where I'm going with that. I don't see any reason to think that the Fanatic will definitely kill us, aside from the fact that he seems to be just a very extremely difficult fight. But basically, if any yellow tier crew can do it, I think this crew might be... This crew should be capable. Now, again, that's somewhat reliant on me not losing people to the Crimson Curse. So, oops. Please let there be a ton of blood in here, damn it. No, there wasn't any blood. Listen, I'm more stressed out about it than you are. Your stress is imaginary. It's fiction. My stress is real, and it is shortening my lifespan. Okay. So I need to explore 90% of rooms to finish this thing. Really, 2 obstacles. Okay, well, I think we do have to go to here. I won't go there. I do have shovels because it's the Weald. You always got to bring 2 shovels.
Malformed with misintent.
Alright, so we have to do this room battle. Then we'll poke our heads out and grab these curios and then head back. I'm surprised that we still have not encountered him. It's a short, so if he's going to show up, he kind of has to do it, like, soon. How hard do I have to hit this guy for 5 when I stun him in order for the stun to be lethal, or I have to hit him for 10 otherwise? Yeah, we'll just do this. Okay, he gets 1 turn. So remember, when you're dealing with slimes, it behooves you a little bit to try to... He has bad stun resist, right? No, his stun resist is fine, actually. It behooves you a little bit to try to bring people down evenly. You don't want there to be huge open spaces in the enemy party for long periods of time, because they will just get filled with more slimes. So I don't usually like to distribute damage. You usually want to focus fire, but sometimes I make an exception for these situations. Okay. Now, unfortunately, we're not actually that good at hitting the back row. We're fine at hitting the 3rd row. Just ride out the blight with a little bit of this. So you have 95% stun resist, and we're on 170. Yeah, let's see if we can lock this guy up. Because, yeah, I thought that would happen.
Unforeseen.
And if he got his turn with an empty space in the party, then the odds of there being a slime pretty significant. And we could just focus down the towering ectoplasm, I suppose, but I hate these guys too, so... Alright. I don't think we're going to make it. He's definitely going to get a turn with empty spaces, yeah. Okay, but he went for big slime, which is not an attack that produces more guys.
Good vision. The end approaches.
And fortunately, we didn't totally stress out as a group. Okay. Okay, good stuff. Let's just take a moment to practice a little bit of party care here. This would heal you for 3. We need to heal this guy with both of our healers, I think. Okay.
A victory. Perhaps a turning point.
Well, we should probably eat some food before we go into the next battle. It's really hoping for some blood. Alright. How about in here? Yes. Who wants to be bloodlusted? You do. Okay, let's head back, and we'll eat up a little bit before we actually step out into the hallway. I wonder if it's that, like, the game spawns in all the encounters and then it replaces one of them with the Fanatic, or how it works. Because it seems to me that if you put the Fanatic on the loading screen, you don't really want to have a situation where the player could fail to encounter him. I think we can probably... I'm a little concerned about eating too much food and then getting a bad string of hunger events. That's probably fine.
The flames of the
okay, here we go.
in his eyes with
Well,
zeal.
as far as shuffling us goes, that was actually pretty okay. If we have to get shuffled, that was not a bad set of movements. Ooh, he resisted the bleed. He's got 65% bleed resist. Also, oh my god, the sound. I'm going to turn the game audio down. I hope you guys don't mind. Let's just lower this to maybe, yeah, like 2%. Because that's really upsetting. That seriously bothers me. 130%. Okay, so he has a 35% resist. Just a little bit of bad luck. Oh, I can't hit him with the Okay, well, I can't plague him from here. Also, he probably wouldn't get plagued. We got 130. So, okay, but coin flip's chance of a plague. But moving backwards is actually a bad thing here. Because we need the Vestal to move backward too. So, I mean, I'm just going to hit the Pyre, I guess. Maybe we can destroy it. Maybe that's a thing that's worth doing. Okay. That's bad. And then she takes damage every single time that he attacks us. Alright. We'll do this. This will help unshuffle us a little. And then, I mean, do we just race him? I think we just race him, right? I think we have to. I think if we spend time fighting the Pyre, he's just going to re-pyre people all the time. And even with that turned down, it's bugging me. Don't you condemn me. You don't know me. Okay, so we got a coin flip chance on the bleed. A 170% chance on the stun, which is actually guaranteed to hit as long as he's not buffed up on stun resist chance from having just been stunned. And when she gets to Death's Door, she'll fall off of the thing and she can group heal. But I'm pretty sure that we lose if we try to actually engage with her. Should I Retribution? Probably, right? He does a lot of area attacks and stuff. Yeah. Let's just, let's hit him a bunch. If he's going to do 3 attacks per turn, I'm going to do 3 attacks per turn, too. Oh, he's striking the wrong heretic. Actually, he probably only does that to people who are Crimson Cursed, and unfortunately, our Man-at-Arms is the only guy in the party who isn't. Oh, please stop resisting the bleed. Okay, okay. So let's get her off Death's Door. Oh, you don't want to do that, buddy. Oh, you have made a tactical error. Ouch. Jerk. -3 speed is the debuff, okay. Alright, so let's do this so we can try to shuffle the Vestal a little further back. It would be nice if she wasn't in the front 2 ranks, because she can't use her targeted heal from here. She can only use her group heal. Oh, she might die. Yep, she died. As always, on the first Death's Door check, because the that's how things go for me. So what do I do now? I'm just going to keep putting up Retribution. The reason I didn't stun him there is that, shoot. With only 2 people in the line, this actually doesn't work at all. I mean, there's a pretty good chance I'm just going to lose my whole party here. I would go so far as to say there's an extremely good chance I'm just going to lose this whole party. And you know what? That's just going to be the way of things. I am going all the way on this attempt. We are going to get him. Maybe. We're going to try to get him. We're going to give this a real shot. Okay. So obviously, the big punch. Please don't... Yes, alright. I was going to say, please don't fail the bleed. Okay, so he's going to bleed for 30 damage real fast here. And that's going to put him on like 50-ish health. We're getting there. And he's eating a lot of retributions. I think the retribution is dealing way more damage over time than just attacking would be. Our poor plague doctor is gonna freak out. And unfortunately, she just, like, a lot of the time, just can't do stuff. Like, this is not helpful. It's better than passing, but... Oh, he does use Strike the Heretic on people who aren't cursed. Interesting. So every time, if you're wondering why they're getting healed, every time the Flagellant falls to Death's Door, he heals his whole party. Okay, so we need, first of all, to buy some time for our Flagellant to get a turn, and secondly, we need to fix our party order, so... He's down to 50. We aren't getting to hit him very often. Unfortunately, knocking him back with the shield move means that we can't hit him with the big punch. So I think I'm going to do this. I definitely don't think it's sensible to not heal in the hopes of getting the big punch off later. That seems like a crazy move. He's at 105 and we're 170, so it's pretty likely we can get another stun off. Just delay his nonsense by a turn. Sorry, a third of a turn. Okay, he's obsessed with the flagellant, which is actually working out just fine, I think. So do I want to stun him again? Or... no, I need to keep doing damage with the Man-at-Arms. So this will do 6 to 13 if it hits. He has to hit the Retribution twice for it to line up damage-wise, I think, actually. Yeah, we probably should just be hitting him. Although, hitting the bottom end of the damage range certainly is not helping. I know, I know. $44. So if we kill this guy, is he gone forever? I sure hope so. Alright, good dodge. I mean, man, Bechdelieva, something like that. It's really putting up though. He's doing some fine work. Uh-oh, wasting. That's not good. He's tough. He's a tough dude. He's dodging everything. He's taking 0 from stuff a lot. Okay. If the poor Plague Doctor could get a turn while this guy was in front, she could actually just shank him. And I think that's definitely the move we need. But like, it feels bad not to stun him in this situation, but yeah, I think landing the Rampart would be dangerous as well. Let's just hit him. You leave my heretic alone. What do we got? Selfish. Okay, selfish is not a big deal. That's not, as far as afflictions go, that's not a bad one. Being afflicted is bad, obviously. But that's not a terribly bad affliction. Oh, you suck so much. Why does that move have to move him back as well? And see, now, with there being 2 turns left on this guy before the Flagellant gets another go, I almost wonder if it's better to just swing the punish, right? The Flagellant has an unusually high death blow resist, right? 60 or 73. But I think everybody's is like pretty good, and it never actually works. So maybe I do need to just hit redeem. But if I hit redeem, then we're both in okay health. The Plague Doctor doesn't get a turn no matter what happens. And then this guy gets 2 more attacks, and then probably 1 more attack from next turn before we actually even get to think about hitting him. It feels pretty bad. This won't do nearly enough damage for us to be able to, even if we wanted to focus the Pyre and get our guy off, we wouldn't be able to. I think I'm just gonna hit him. Like, I think we just stay at death's door and fight, and if he ends up in the front row again, then we go for it. We go for the big punch. Yeah, please. Please freak the Flagellant out. I could actually use that right now. Man, he is just going to hammer on him until he actually dies, though. At least he's rolling well on his death blow resists. Yep, he gets another turn before we... Well, he stepped forward. Okay, come on. Big punch. You've got to be kidding me. We have to land some of these bleeds. You guys, please. How many bleed... What is his observed bleed resistance percentage? I feel like it's been very high. And of course, he used a move that let him move backwards before the Plague Doctor's turn. He's at 4 health, and we're not going to get to hit him for like another 3 of his attacks. You know what? If we can kill this guy once and for all, I will consider the vengeance to be worth the loss of the Vestal. Come on, give me a turn. Give me a turn. Alright. Finally. Screw that guy forever. Would you please get off of that stupid... He's still taking damage. The enemy... The boss is dead. I guess that, you know, that makes sense. The thing wouldn't just despawn, but... What is this? Oh, is that the cure? It says the cure on it. That's like a cure. I don't know. I guess there's a chance of us losing this plague doctor if we don't do this. But I wonder if I want to maybe save this other bottle for a more dire situation, because what I'm thinking is we're just going to get reinfected. Its ingredients and origins unknown. Some sort of eldritch text here. Alright, let's I'm pretty sure I can't go on, right? I need to win a fight. Man. If we could win one fight, though, I might try to go on. You know, maybe that's suicide. Oh yeah, this is what I was going to drop. And then, do we want crests? Well, we'll take 6 of them, obviously. I don't think I want crests more than any of the things that I'm carrying. And we got the Ancestors Vintage, which is not, I think, a valuable item. So, we have Battlefield Medicine plus Redeem to bear us forward. But we know these 2 rooms don't have combat in them. And we still have a shovel left. So even if we got to this room and got a scout, and like we could go back to this room if we know that there's a combat that we'd rather avoid. I'm gonna push on. You know what? We killed the fanatic. I'm feeling tough. Okay, this is a relatively easy fight. The thing is, it's definitely wrong to heal, though. Okay, good. Alright, can we get a stun off? Nope. It would have taken some luck there. That guy does have... I think we have like a 150? 170. So yeah, 50%. Okay. I do wish that our flagellant had taken a little bit of damage. We need his heal. It's definitely wrong for us to heal with the Plague Doctor's heal when she could do damage instead. Because, of course, the enemies do way more damage. Oh, I can turn the game sound back up a little bit, probably. I don't remember exactly what it was at. This is probably fine. Okay, a map. That's actually pretty good. Let's see what things look like. Okay, just continue forward and there's no more combat. Great. I don't know if we have anybody who's good at disarming traps. But we can always just have the flagellant do it. Because it doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter what happens to any of us, does it? Everybody's going to have to be de-stressed no matter what, so... We're just having the flagellant do it because he's got the most health, and if they did damage, he's the one who's least likely to die. Okay. Get it. Hey, that worked. What do you know? Alright, well. That was significant. That was a significant moment.
And now, the darkness holds dominion. Black
Well,
as death.
I know we don't need that anymore. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. But, of course, we lost another healer, because always, we lose a healer. I'm hoping to never again record an episode in which we don't lose a healer.
Isolation of our troubled estate.
Okay, so the whole point of that was to get Hout up to level 5, which it would have done if she had survived. But instead, you know, it's going to be a little while before the next episode, probably. So this new plan that we're doing here, where I'm only recording the significant things, I'm hoping to be able to post the rest of the episodes of this series up to the final Courtyard boss over the course of the next couple of weeks, like by the end of next week, I'm hoping. So hopefully you guys aren't too bummed out about the loss of Daily Darkest Dungeon or the loss of me tediously narrating the same hallways over and over again. My suspicion is everybody will be fine. It really does sound like I've turned this up too much. I should have made a note.
Interest. and obsession. Mile markers on my road to damnation.
Okay, and everybody's cursed and everybody's thirsty, and yeah, we're having some problems for sure. And no healers available. I mean, I'll take... Will I? Level 0? I don't... You know what? No, I don't care. I won't do that. Okay, well, that's going to be it for today. Come back next time, whenever next time is, and it'll be boss time, I reckon. Come back next time for something significant, something fascinating, and of course, as always, something horrifying, here in the Darkest Dungeon. And we'll see you then.